Turning back outside as we take a live look over Fort Smith. Still kind of cloudy out there. Joshua, the rain has wrapped up, but you talked about those flurries. I'm not really looking forward to flurries in April, but we're going to hear you out.
Oh, yeah. Mother Nature just wants to kind of throw in a joke here and there and just throw everything at us in terms of weather. And we'll get to those flurry chances here in a second. But it has been a rainy last couple of days. And here's the thing about Northwest Arkansas. We don't just gradually go from one thing to the other. We went from those dry conditions with that fire danger needing rainfall. And then Mother Nature took that literally and gave us a lot of rainfall. Over the last 48 hours, some areas have seen anywhere between 4 to 8 inches based off of Doppler radar, but our official recording stations for some areas in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley, anywhere between 2 to 4, almost 5 inches the last 48 hours in Fayetteville. So there's quite a bit of rainfall. The flood risk will continue for tonight. This is from the Weather Prediction Center, not the Storm Prediction Center. It looks similar, but this is for excessive rainfall. Keep in mind, this is going to be changed as we head into this evening, just because as that range shifts further to the east, it's going to be more into central Arkansas, and then we'll start to see that decreasing. But for the next several hours, some flooding could be a problem just because of the rain that we have left over. The bulk of the heavy rain is pushed out to the east, but notice as we head into tonight, some additional showers, maybe a couple rumbles of thunder. We're not really expecting that widespread or possible. But look, 4 in the morning, we've got this, more activity, and it starts to transition over to maybe some snow flurries. Some elevated areas may see a brief dusting, and by brief dusting, I mean it's going to get on that surface and it's going to be a little too warm for it to stick for too long. But don't be surprised if you see flurries north of I-40 for tomorrow morning. Yeah, you heard us right. There's some flurries. Tomorrow morning, it is going to be chilly. Look at this, 30s and 40s for your lows, flurries in Northwest Arkansas. And before you get out of bed, you're going to want a jacket. So before you head to church, before you head out for whatever activities you want to do tomorrow morning, it feels like temperatures are going to be in the 20s. It's going to be a cold start to the morning. Even though it is April, we still get to see these little cold snaps here and there because our last freeze is typically mid-April for Northwest Arkansas. So it's not out of the question that we get these, but it's not enjoyable for most of us. Tomorrow afternoon, not going to be all that warm either. 40s, 50s across the region, mostly cloudy skies. Rain is going to start to wrap up closer to about 3 o'clock tomorrow with that light activity. Allergy report, here's a quick look at what we've got there. Grass pollen is on the up, tree pollen is still high, and then mold, it's low. But I think with this rain activity, we may start to see that go up here in the next couple of weeks as well. Here's a look at that extended 7-day forecast. And the good news is we go from all that rain to a nice and pleasant forecast, mild temperatures, sunshine. It's going to be a nice stretch of weather. I think we have earned it over the last couple of days. Had just about everything on the board in terms of the forecast. Fortunately, we dodged that significant risk the other day, but all that water will finally be able to kind of absorb. We'll get into a much nicer forecast by next week.
Thank God for that, right? Like you said, we
Absolutely.
deserve it. It's just been so gloomy, and
Oh, yeah.
I know we needed the rain, but we need some sunshine too now.
I'm excited for it. We've got Naturals baseball coming up next week,
yeah.
and it's going to be a perfect week to go out and do that. After several days of tracking severe weather and flooding and all that, it's nice to finally have just another stretch of relaxing weather.
Yes, absolutely.